In the SEC, of course, tonight it will be Alabama and Georgia. Pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nick Saban, from his home. Nick, first of all, how are you feeling this morning?
Great. I've never had any symptoms, completely asymptomatic, no fever. Oxygen levels are great. Never been sick at all.
So what is it like then? You still have to go through the protocol. You're on this morning. You love the competition, awaiting the results of that final test. What's that like for you emotionally?
Well, I don't have any experience to evaluate how things are really going, but from an emotional standpoint, you feel a little bit detached, even though I've stayed involved with the team and everything that they've had to do, every practice, every meeting. Same thing with the staff. So even though I'm not there, the presence has been the same. Now, it would be totally different if I can't coach the game tonight because of the rules that we have relative to games.
You've been really diligent in promoting guidelines. You've done public service announcements. You've worn the mask. You've encouraged social distancing. When you found out that you had the one test that was positive, you immediately left the building. So you followed the guidelines as well as many or as anyone could have expected. What is it that makes you comfortable with the results of these tests, that it is the safe thing to do to come back and coach the team tonight if indeed your tests turn out negative?
Well, we've tested our players every day for the last several months, and the fact that we've had 240 tests in the last 2 days that were all negative, not one positive, the fact that I actually tested negative Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday popped, Thursday, Friday negative. So I have to trust in the doctors and the medical people who make these protocols safe for all of us. And our players have done a good job of practicing social distancing, and I think this experience has certainly made me have a lot of respect for what we should do, all of us should do relative to social distancing, wearing a mask, washing your hands, staying apart, and we're going to continue to do that in the future.
It is said that just the fact that there was the idea that you might not be able to be at the game tonight served as a rallying point for your players. How do you react to that when you hear that the players have rallied behind that news?
Well, again, we don't have any experience in this. I think what I've tried to encourage the players to know is that disruptions are kind of the norm in this season. So if this is a disruption, let's turn it upside down and make it positive. Everybody stay focused, take ownership for what they have to do. I really haven't made any tackles, blocks, caught any passes. So this is something that you guys can go out and take ownership for and do a good job on your own. If I'm there, I'm going to contribute every way I can.
Let's talk a little ball now. How about that? What kind of adjustments, what kind of work have you guys done that you think will show some improvement defensively tonight?
Well, we made a lot of mental errors on defense. I think we had a bad game last week against Ole Miss. They did a lot of things going fast. Young players made a lot of mistakes in the game. Tackling wasn't very good. Field wasn't in great shape, which may have contributed to that on both sides of the ball. But we need to tackle better. We need to eliminate mental errors. We have to play a little more physical against a really physical Georgia team. So we have a lot of things that we can correct. I think they're all correctable. And our players have to play with more confidence and show that, getting stops in football is, more the norm. I think sometimes our players reel a little bit when they don't have success because they're used to having success. And I don't think that's the way you can play in this day and age. I think you have to get out there and just try to get stops on defense and know the other team's going to make some plays as well.
We've talked all morning about how you have your imprint on the whole team, not just on the defensive side, and very few people have stopped your offense. Against the challenge that this Georgia defense provides tonight, what's the most important factor for your offense to maintain the explosive capabilities that we've seen all season?
I think balance would be the number one thing. People have not been able to run the ball against Georgia. I think ability to run the ball effectively and efficiently is really important because you can't get behind in the down distance. They play a lot of players. They have a lot of speed on defense. When they start 7 people on third down, they've got a lot of different packages that can cause you lots of problems. So you want to try to stay out of those situations if you can, and the best way to do that is create balance in your offense, run and pass. So I think that's going to be a real key, that we control the line of scrimmage up front to some degree, so we can have efficient runs and we can protect when we do want to pass and utilize the skill players we have in the passing game.
Nick, we're really happy that you're feeling well. Wish you luck with this upcoming test. The results should come back this afternoon. We'll find out if you'll be on the sidelines. We appreciate your candor, and thanks for being with us on College Game Day this morning.
All right, thank you. Talk to you guys later.